What's up, folks? Casey here. It's a new week and I'm back with a new video. This week, the first in a three-part series on installing a roll bar, as well as new interior quarter panels and a Shelby rear seat delete in a 1968 Mustang Fastback. So for those of you that aren't aware, Shelby made a GT350 in 1965 and 1966 that came with an optional rear seat delete. It was kind of a cool piece. It was a big fiberglass package tray. In 65 it housed the spare tire. In 66 it did not. Either way, by 67, 68 the GT350s were more of just a cosmetic package with slight engine performance. They weren't basically road ready race cars like they were in 65 and 66, so Shelby never put a package tray slash rear seat delete in them. I am doing this in conjunction with a roll bar. It is not a Shelby roll bar, it's an Autopower Race Roll Bar, which is their 4-point with a diagonal cross brace and a harness bar that are built in, non-removable, which is basically akin to trying to shove 10 pounds of crap into a 5-pound box. So this is going to be a 3-part series. As you can see now, we have a stripped and painted tub. We don't start that way. We start with full interior. We work our way into test fitting the roll bar and the package tray, and then final install, and then it all comes out again, and you know, quarter panels 3 or 4 times, and it's, yeah, you're gonna have to watch the video. Anyway, thank you so much, and check it out. Alright guys, so we're gonna start stripping the interior out of this thing so that we can test fit the roll bar. I've already gone underneath the car and loosened up the seat bolts for this side, so this should just come right out. Hopefully. Trying to take the carpet with it. There we go. Alright, so with the front seats out of the way, I can go to work on removing this rear seat. Now this is not a factory folding rear seat, so it's actually bolted into the brackets that come out of these plastic interior quarter panels. So, climb in here. Always exciting climbing into a car that's supported on jack stands. That's right. If I remember right, you have to lift up. Get the seat out of the way. It's easy to bolt it. There's one. Two. Three. And there's 4. So remember when I said that this is not the factory folding seat? Well, I lied. The back folds down. But I believe that on a factory folding seat, there's supposed to be some sort of like quick release latch. So I don't know if this is some kind of homebrewed deal or what. I've never taken this part out, so that should be interesting. I'm guessing it's just these screws. I'm taking the lower seat out. Maybe not. Let's see. Let's see what's under here. We can learn together. Carpet. tray. Aha. And there are bolts for our hinged trap door. Interesting stuff. Everything is the same size. That's always nice. Okay. Everything's nice and loose, which is probably why this car was so rattly. When I eventually do go to put the interior back in this thing, I'm going to get the proper fold down rear seat hardware. I've always thought that was really cool. Alright, that's 4. So, that should just slide right out. Add it to the pile. Can't tell, it's like a million degrees in here. There it is. It's in and out like that. You just have to be 10% smarter than the equipment. Outside of the vehicle and begin removing components. Alright, so with the rest of the stuff out of the way, we pulled the seat belts, pulled the slack out of the seat belts, pulled the seat forward. We got to unbolt the seat belts from the body, the lap belt portion of the seat belt. Because it's easier to pull the seat belts out from the clasp rather than pulling the buckle through the hole in the seat. You know what? That's good. Alright. So these can flop over the seat, and that is that. Alright, so before I pull the interior panels out, because I have to pull the interior panels out to attach the roll bar, I want to test fit my package tray. That looks like it's a pretty nice fit. That's decent. I think it's maybe supposed to go just like that. That's not going to look too shabby. Hopefully it fits my inexpensive reproduction inner quarter panels as well as it fits the OEM ones. Because you have to cut a hole for the roll bar to pass through the inner quarter panel, I bought some, I
think they're probably Scott Drake, just cheapo replacement pieces. I don't want to cut a hole in the originals because these are actually in pretty nice shape. So the next step will be to get this out of the way and start pulling these inner quarter panels out. I can leave the uppers in place, but I have to pull all the trim and the two side pieces and probably the trap door. What's going to be really interesting, because I got the road race bar with the diagonal brace in it, is I don't know how I'm supposed to install this and then get my inner quarter panels in place with the roll bar in. Like there's not enough room inside this car. So you get to watch that and see the process. Should be fun. Probably lots of swearing involved. Stay tuned. All right. So with all the carpet and seat and everything out of the way, I'll start taking out this inner quarter panel. I think we're going to start with the trim piece. This is under a lot of tension. Love it when you get in here and you find non-standard fasteners. Different size screw in every hole. It's exciting. Alright, now we'll get rid of this bracket for the seat, which only being held by dynamic tension. That's the source of all my rattling. Yeah, lots of glue on those screws, so you know they're good. Alright, so it does look like my upper piece is going to have to come out, which is a bummer. Well, maybe not. Get away without doing it. Front screws. I know I'm blocking the camera. So I'm here. Getting the front quarter panel attaching screws. And then on the bottom, we have 4 flatheads. They're actually machine screws, so they're going into a captive nut or something. This is going to be where all the strength of the attachment is. And don't speak too soon. Okay, so if we're lucky, alright, so that is going to come out without taking the top piece, I think. But I need to get in here, get those. I think they're going to be 3/8. Can't really see what I'm doing, but you can probably see it. Luck. little tricky with one person. Something like that. Leave much room for your quarter panels.
Alright folks, thanks so much for watching again this week. One thing I didn't say in the intro is that the reason that I want to make this series, you know, besides just putting videos on the internet, is that when I got this roll bar kit, it didn't come with any instructions. When I got the Shelby package tray, it didn't come with any instructions. I wasn't able to find much in the way of photographs on the internet. I found one set of like 4 photos of a 66 GT350 replica that had the package tray in it. I wasn't able to find any definitive information as to whether or not the Shelby package tray from 65 or 66 would fit in a 67, 68 car. So, you know, obviously if you're resourceful, you can figure this stuff out. And I wasn't afraid to order the parts and make them work. But, you know, long story short, it's, you know, information is power, right? So hopefully you guys find this series useful. Anyway, I want to thank you again so much for watching this week. Please hit that like button. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you want to see in future videos, even though the next 3 you're going to get what I'm going to do. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We just hit 650, which is wild. Well on our way to 1,000. It's exciting. It keeps me motivated and it keeps the projects moving forward, and I'm getting more done on my car projects than I ever have at any other time in my life because of you guys out there in internet land. Gosh, stumbling over my words today. Anyway, thank you so much. Humbly, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you all next week. All right, take care. Thank you so much. Humbly, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you all next week. All right, take care. Ice cream truck. I mean, if it's not one thing, it's another. See ya.